Brain tumors are very challenging to treat, unfortunately, because not all of them, but the aggressive ones, and in some ways the survival rates for certain kinds of brain tumors have not changed very much for the last 40 years. And the reason brain tumors are so challenging to treat is because they're very invasive. They tend to latch onto other nerves and other blood vessels that are coursing through our brain and go places, and so it's very hard for a surgeon to resect the whole tumor. As an engineer, I think we got interested to ask if there were different ways to think about tumors than just trying to invent a new, more toxic chemical drug to give tumors to kill them better. So what we decided to do was, well, if we understand why the tumors migrate, by the way, and invade, and how they're doing this, can we design a system where we can move a cancer that is embedded deep in the brain on its own volition with minimal disruption and toxicity to another location where it is more accessible for removal or killing. And in this project, we showed that we can indeed do that. We can design these polymer nanofibers with a thin film, and the film is made with a structure that mimics the pathways that the tumor normally uses to invade to other places in the brain. And so this is the sort of Pied Piper approach. So in a crazy way, this is a case where the tumor comes to the drug rather than drug going to the tumor. So the next steps are really twofold. One is, does it apply to other cancers? Can we move now a prostate cancer from one place to the other? Or there are other inoperable cancers, and it turns out there is hope that it can work with not just brain tumors but other cancers, because they also tend to like moving along these fibers that we've tested. The next part is there is technology here that we can license out to an interested large company or small company, and they will develop the technology further. We've demonstrated that there's promise in this approach. We've also demonstrated there's early promise in other cancers. So we're optimistic, and because it's a device and the costs are not as much as it would be with a small drug, that we will move it along that path.